Where are we on repurposing drugs being available for MSers?
They're here right now. Virtually all pharmaceutical drugs were repurposed from other conditions, believe it or not. So beta interferon started its life in cancer. So they're already here, but what you want to know is how are we getting drugs off the shelf for people with progressive MS? Yeah. So I think we're at the stage where we are testing them and we're starting to show that some of them are working, but it's a very difficult process to take a drug from the shelf and actually deliver it, because it actually costs a lot of money. So what we've got to do is we've got to get the pharmaceutical company on board really to do that. Now with the repurposing, we can use that to give them an idea about how to make a new treatment for MS, or alternatively what we have to do is we have to change the system. So there are things in place that actually encourage, the repurposing. So the government could incentivize pharma to repurpose drugs, because the trials cost money and somebody has to pay for them. So if we can encourage pharma to do it, they'll come a lot quicker.
Have you yourself ever worked on a repurposed drug?
Yes. We were one of the first people to work with mitoxantrone, which actually came to people with MS. We were one of the first people to work with cannabis, which actually now is a treatment for MS. And at the moment, we're actually working on an epilepsy drug, which we showed works in the experimental systems very well. And our study with MS is just finished. So watch this space.
Incredible. How does one get to a stage where they realize a drug that was originally for something else actually can help in MS? How does that even happen?
Well, I think what you need to try to do is understand what is MS. So if you can understand what the mechanisms that cause the disease and cause the problems, then you can say, well, actually that drug works for epilepsy, and it targets that mechanism, and that mechanism happens in MS. So why don't we try it? So it's a logical thought process. Or you could pick things out of the air and say, well, maybe that drug slows Alzheimer's down, maybe it will work in MS. So there's different ways, and some of it's inspiration, and some of it actually you have the idea for the right reason and it probably works via a different mechanism, so you never know. Yeah. I mean, the statins would be a good example. I think the idea was it affected the immune cells. I probably think it works in progressive MS, but probably by a different mechanism, which we don't really understand. But nevertheless, there's an indication that it does work, so that needs to be followed up.
Okay.